Jaylen, in the first quarter, you seemed to get hit in the face, the mouth. Where did you get hit? And you seemed frustrated and got fired up by that.
Yeah, I took a couple hits to the face today, and one of them made my nose bleed. So, I got after the refs a little bit, but, it is what it is.
Jaylen, the past few games, you guys have played a style that we haven't seen consistently since the first couple months of the season. What's led to that kind of consistency over the past 3 games?
Just re-emphasizing who we want to be, stepping up, being more vocal, communicate more, just that time of the year.
Malcolm said that when Milwaukee retook the top seed, that was a bit of a shock to you guys, and that it's important to go for that top seed. What was that feeling of looking at the standings and seeing that you guys had dropped, and what's it like now to say, okay, we got to make a concerted effort to go for that top seed?
Obviously, seeding is important, but how you playing is more important. I was more focused on how we were playing and what our seed was, and I thought that even though we were the best team in the league for a large majority of this season, it was stretches in the season where we were winning games, and because we were better than teams, but we weren't playing the way we were capable of. Kind of got comfortable at different moments, and we'll pull games out, and even though we won, everybody would be happy, but in reality, we shouldn't have even been close. So now, with us in a little bit of the hunt again, everybody kind of refocuses and plays the way we need to play.
Jaylen, fans gave you a pretty loud ovation in the fourth quarter coming out. In the light of your recent comments about your future here, did that mean a little more?
I just come out every day and just do my job. That's all I'm focused on.
Jen, earlier this year, someone referred to you as like a 1A option, and it seemed like that bothered you. How much do kind of games like this, where you are out there as like the lone all-star and like showing people, look, I am a 1 option, I'd be a 1 option on basically every team around the NBA. How does it motivate you when you have these opportunities?
It's great and it's fun. It's a challenge, I get up every day and do my job, whether it's, they ask me to score, defend, rebound. I've always been, since I've been here in Boston, I've always taken pride in doing what I've been asked to do. And whatever challenge that's been, I've always met that challenge with, excitement and a willingness to be a part of a team. When you get the opportunity to be the guy that, everybody's kind of leaning on, it's a privilege, it's an honor. So I don't take those moments for granted. I come out each and every night and I strap my shoes up and I get my guys ready to go.
Jaylen, are you looking forward to tomorrow, and what do you plan on talking about? What do you plan on kind of focusing on, and is this kind of a moment that you've kind of wanted to be able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to decision makers?
Anytime you can use your platform to leverage, things that are going on in the community, I think the focus of the conversation is the raise your age limit, what you can be convicted as and what age limit, from 16 to 18, depending on the state that you live in. So I think that's majority of the conversation. When formerly incarcerated people are reintroduced to society, what that looks like, a lot of times you can't get a job, you can't, buy a house or anything once you come back from serving your time. So these are conversations that, people are having, and these are affecting people's lives. So anytime you get to use your platform to go to a place and speak for people who are not spoken for, I think it's an honor.
And is this something that you look just as forward to as a big game?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Policy change, bills being passed, affect not just people that are in front of you, it affects people in the next generation as well. So anytime you can have an impact on how decisions are being made or laws are being written or transgressed, I think that's extremely, extremely important.
Do you have any bills that you're particularly supporting or endorsing, or are you just going there to talk about general concepts?
I think we just, for now, I guess we're going there and just to have the conversation. We've been welcomed or invited, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated.
And then for basketball, for a lot of your career, your big scoring nights would come where you just would like catch fire from deep, hit a lot of deep contested shots. Tonight, everything was coming in the paint. I think you're like 16 for 19 from two. How much do you feel like your game has reshaped over the last few years from being a scorer that like got so much of his work from being able to be a great catch and shoot guy to being able to really control the game with your dribbling?
I think that, overall, throughout the years, my role has changed. My responsibility has been different each and every year, and I've tried to be the best version of the role that I've been asked to. And then the amount of experience that you get being in the role that I'm in now allows you to grow, allows you to get better. But at the same time, I think my roles have been different. My responsibilities have been different. And now, I'm getting the experience and the opportunity that I'm grateful to have. I'm just showing, the opportunity to show my potential and what I can do and what I'm capable of, at the highest level. And those moments you can't take for granted.
These last few years, it's like you've been one of the real core guys of the offense. So do you feel like at this point it's less about you're filling a role you're being asked to, rather you have created the role that is what you should be fitting into?
Exactly. I think it's more of that. As I've, gotten better and improved through experience and just maturation as, a basketball player and as a man. Two, I've cultivated the style of play that I feel like is conducive for me, but also our team, getting to the paint, getting to my sweet spots in the mid-range, taking threes that I like, catch and shoot, but not overdoing it, shooting 10-plus a game, just finding a pace and a comfort in my play and being able to, get my guys ready to go.
I have a couple. Sorry, Christian. We talked about the mask on the floor, but is your cheek healed? And does it feel like, even if it is, that it affords you an extra level of protection? And do you feel more aggressive out there?
I think it's not fully healed. I think what they said, you got 6 weeks until the cartilage starts to grow back. So you're, I guess, safe if you were to take another hit. But, you still got another 6 weeks before, I guess it fully gets back to where it is or where it's supposed to be. So I guess technically, I got a couple more days, or I don't have to wear it anymore if I didn't want to. But if you want to be safe, they say, you keep wearing it. So my mom wants me to wear it, so I'll probably keep wearing it.
Moms are always right.
All right.
And then Rob mentioned in the locker room just how much more vocal of a leader you've been pretty much all season. Was that a mindset you came in with this year, and how have you been able to do that?
Yeah, that is something that, I always try to improve in different facets each year, is just leadership. Obviously you got a team that is capable of going all the way. So leadership is extremely important. And this year has been ups and downs, due to, all of the other kind of outside stuff that's been going on, where my voice has, been there and sometimes it's not. But as we get closer to the playoffs, I plan on communicating as much as I can to help this team get over the hump.
Presented by your New England Ford dealers. Built for America. Built Ford proud.